8 days ago at 76,000, I told you Bitcoin was going low overall, and I kept saying this since the February bottom was in. Since the last update called Bitcoin, why I'm still bearish, we're now down 20% and sitting at 62,000. So in this video, I'll show you exactly where I think price goes next, what I'm expecting next, the wave count I'm looking for, since it's been right for quite some time now. So before you even take a long, watch this. So just to explain a little bit what happened here since the last update, since we've got the very big drop, I made it very clear if we had to break below here this value high plus this anchor rate view up, the thing is we just had to read the order for the line at a time. So basically this just right here. By the way, on the Exo charts you have a brand new version, go and have a look. This one is well, the most stable we've got right now since a very long time, ain't gonna lie, so just go and have a look. But yeah, so basically this was the first target here. I mean the target to hold this value high, okay, plus this anchor rate you up. Of course the only thing you had to do was reading the order flow, I mean read the order flow, let me the time to make the decision if you had or not to take the trade. Recognize, let me the time that no trade had to be taken in here. Everything was posted in Discord, for example. You can see within the range here when we were still at 72,000, this was a possible long trade setup, but I said clearly as for now there is no long trade to be taken in here. Then I went live for the daily update, and after the daily update you can see we printed the new. Next again we've had this possible long trade plan based off the anchor rate view up plus the value high here. That was a possible valid long trade setup, but I said waiting to execute personally the trade. We do have a good start, but I'm still waiting to execute. And you can see, well, 2 hours later, something like this, a little bit less. Still zero long trade taken for me. As I say, I'm waiting. Still zero long trade, and we start to go through with a nice little continuation next. And of course all of this happened live, and as I stated very clearly in the last update, is this if this value high plus the anchor rate view up is lost here, next we can simply target the path control and next the value low. So now we broke every single support here, and we're now sitting just below the value low, a little bit before the previous bottom. So of course losing all these supports is very strong for lower prices and very weak for higher prices basically. Next, okay, we even, as you can see here, had a very nice flip into resistance of this part of control, bit of a bounce from the value a little bit. Overall we still went through and we're now sitting below. So yeah, that's very cool, not gonna lie. And so now we're simply going to see what was planned with the wave count. So if you want to get, by the way, this kind of update, simply join the Discord server. It's for the VIP members here. And basically what was planned here in the last update, we've had of course different configuration. Next, that's why the order for reading is very key to make the decision if you have or not to take the trade into the Elliott Wave target to confirm the scenario. But this right here, my friends, was one of the scenario we was looking for. Can we increase the quality? No. Okay, so we was looking basically for this green wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down that form a bigger ABC zigzag into the Y wave to the downside. Okay, we're in a bit of a complex correction wave count here. What is going on here? Okay, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, we've got these first 5 ways down. So basically that was a second configuration if we had to get the bounce from there. The recognizing Discord, no. Otherwise this is the one. So if we had to basically drop below the value high and the anchor rate view up, we could simply look for this nice impulsive down. So now I'm going to simply update this wave count here, see what we can expect next, what target I'm looking for, everything basically. Okay, so we've got basically here this wave 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5 to the downside, and so we simply have to count now the smaller wave into the green wave 3. Okay, so we take simply here another wave 1, another wave 2, we'll look for a 3, a 4, and then a 5th. That's why I'm still looking for lower prices. That's why I'm still expecting lower prices to come unless we start, of course, reclaiming. Why is it doing this? That's super annoying. I mean, this is... What? Is it buggy or what is going on there? Anyways... I don't know what is going on, but unless we reclaim this value low and path of control, because they're not the same template, so I don't know why he's doing this. Maybe the same group with the colors. Let me just fix that. Maybe I'm gonna go green. Hopefully he's gonna stop doing this. Yeah, there we go. That was the reason why. Okay, so basically if we start now before taking the low, reclaiming the value low and the path control, then of course the target becomes next the value high. But unless we remain below here, the most probable is to go for a nice continuation for at least a new low here. And of course we have all these smaller wave to complete. So if we have to find a few targets down there, we can of course pull the extension tool of this green impulsive down, so we can add the wave 3 targets, and there we go, we have the targets. We have the 1-to-1 extension, we'll have only 2% chance to stop, so we can remove it. Now we just went through the 1618, the most probable to reach at least. Now when you're in a very strong downtrend like this, you can go towards the lower target. So next we have the 200%, 2618, 3618, and the max target 423 points. Can we still go lower and make an extension? Yes, but in that case we'll have to check out the smaller wave count. Sorry. So now these are the targets for the green wave 3. But before to look for this green wave 3 target, we have to count the smaller wave here, because we have to complete a 5 waves inside the 3. For now we only have, as you can see here, a 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to make 4 and then a 5th. So let's jump into the smaller wave. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Don't forget about the bigger targets, but for now we're going to focus on these smaller wave. First, we have to determine what was the wave 2 here. So wave 2 was extremely small, as you can see just right here. Wave 2, sorry. Well, let's go with this one. You can see we have done something less than 38.2. This is crazy small. Not gonna lie, this is really small. And by the way, in the last update I told you about a possible ending here. You can see that was absolutely valid with a possible bounce next to all of this. But again, recognize no longer had to be taken there, so we switch to the bearish wave count and we take this configuration. That's why Elliott Wave is so cool. You can plan different configurations, you plan your targets in addition to the levels to get really the max confidence as possible, and next come the order flow. And by the way, yesterday, funny thing, just to go on this really quickly, we had this very nice little range with the triangle here within the range. Okay, I think many of you saw this, and we have been able to say that it was about to break down, even if we had this massive bullish activity. If you was longing this, I highly recommend you to go and watch at my latest YouTube shorts that was made on the YouTube. You can see here you've got a massive bullish activity. You can see low, high, low, high, low, high, low, low, lower, low, lower, low, etc. Well, you have a low, lower, low basically. This is a bullish activity. It means that the shorts are getting absorbed. So more likely when you get this, you're going to get an increase in price. Well, look at this. In Discord yesterday, posted very clearly before to go to the bed, I'd say triangle breakdown is more likely. We've had this possible long configuration here, but again, all this price action happened, as you can see, overnight for me. We've got the breakdown of the triangle really from 4 AM, 3 AM down to 8 AM, so really full time I was sleeping. So I did not took any long trade. In any case, the data was not good at all. You've got really millions of longs here trying to push the price up, but unable to. But yeah, we've got the triangle breakdown basically. That was pretty nice. You can see just by reading the order flow, because you can see just above the reason why basically I was expecting this, but the shorts was doing a great job basically, closing at the lows, still keeping and holding the price down. They was cleaning at the lows but not fully, and that is the main thing here. That was taking, you can see 11 million short here. You can see that in the footprint bar statistics. They close, you can see it, 7 million on the 11 million, then you get another 5 million, but 3 million closing next. So you can see there are still a few millions remaining here, and next you have no commitment of pushing high here, still some shorts coming in, and next the shorts are slowly exiting, absorbing back their close, and the market pulls back down here to a brand new local low. Anyways, if you want to get more of this, I even by his way took the short trade from the triangle top here yesterday live in the time in the live trading stream, so you can go and have a look at this. I'm explaining really and showing everything live in time while I'm taking the trade, all of them, reading the order flow, all of these basically live. So if you want to go and have a look, it's on the website. Yeah, anyways, let's move back on the wave count here. Just want to talk about this really quick. So right now we're into a small range, and we just have to trade the range basically until it breaks. Okay, really as simple as that. So anyways, let's focus on this. So we have the wave 1, 2. The wave 2 is extremely small. Okay, so when you do a small wave 2, you expect a big wave 4 next. Okay, it's all about probability. Can we still do a small wave 4, sorry, after a small wave 2? Yes, it is possible. Okay, it's just all about probability. It's not impossible, it's just less probable. So let's add a wave 3 target. So again, wave 1 root, wave 1 bottom, wave 2 top. We have in that case the 100%, again only 2% chance to stop here, so very small. We went through 1618 to reach at least a minimum, touch it, nothing happening there. We have next to 200%, we're now spending some time around. So for example, if we now manage to claim the range low, manage to reclaim, you know, the big value area low here of the range. Okay, so the lower time frame range, sorry, the range high, not the range low. We manage, for example, now to reclaim, go to the range value area high, reclaim the range high, go and touch the value area low just above of this full range. Then we can start looking for this wave 4. Okay, so if we look and we go for the wave 4 directly, how do you find the targets? You simply pull the retracement tool from the wave 3 bottom to the wave 3 route or the wave 2 top basically. You had the wave 4 targets. Again here, as the wave 2 was extremely small, we'll have more chance to go between the 38.2 to the 50%. And it's not impossible we go and touch the 618, 86%. That will be a big fake out above the path control basically. But basically, this is a zone of price we'll have more chance to go. Okay, so we have more chance to go into the 38.2, 50%. Now we still have the 23.6, as you can see, is already tapped. 31, 32 the MC fib, and then the 38.2 we can still retrace from before. This is a full zone where we expect the wave 4 to retrace, if we have to retrace from and reject from, by the way. But more chance, we'll have more chance to go within this section here. Okay, if we bounce and manage to reclaim the range high, reclaim the value and all that stuff. Okay, otherwise now if we continue lower, that is still absolutely the most probable right now, because the local market structure is still bearish. As you can see just right here, the market structure is still bearish. Everything is bearish right now. We are below every single major support. We have a low, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. So again, we just, I mean, the market structure is still bearish overall, so we have still more chance to get a continuation down. But if we retrace from here, you know exactly what to look for and where to look for exactly. Now, if the market structure plays out, for example, over the weekend, we'll have a low volume, so market just crash, and no commitment basically to defend anything, so market just drop. Well, what are the next targets for the wave 3 bottom here? Let me just get rid of this. We can simply look next for the 2618, 3618 and 423.6. So 2618 is exactly an SFP or a failed auction basically of the previous low just right here, as you can see. So of course the previous low SFP or failed auction is a trade, a long trade to look at basically. Of course, to determine if you have to execute a long trade, simply check and read the order flow line at a time. Really as simple as that. You have to understand what is going on here, what the market is telling you, what's the story basically behind the market, who is winning, who is in control of the price. Based off this, you take or not the trade. Anyway, so yeah, 2618, then we'll have the 3618 at 54,000 basically. Okay, so let me just add sorry. We just have to bam, so we can add a wave here. So if we go for the 2618, next we simply have to do the same thing. Pull the wave, the retracement tool from the wave 3 bottom to the wave 3 root or wave 2 top, and we can add the same fibs and look for the same thing. Okay, so most importantly right now, these are the targets we can look at. And at the moment, right now as I'm talking, this is more bearish than bullish. So unless we reclaim the range high, this range high right here, the wave 3 bottom is more likely not in. Okay, now if we start reclaim the range high, then yes, I'm gonna say, okay, well, now it is probable that the wave 3 is in and that we can start looking for the wave 4. Okay, yeah, so 3618 is 54,000, 423.6 is 50,500. So for example, if we go for 50, well, just do 2618, next we can pull the retracement tool like this. Either make a small one, we do a less probable wave 4, or a more probable wave 4, we go for a bit of a bigger wave 4 here, so between the 38.2 to 50%, and next we look for the wave 5 again. To find a wave 5, simply take the wave 3, the third click for your wave, for the wave 3 pull it here on the wave 5, on the wave 4 top, sorry, and add the wave 5 target. So MC extension 618.71.786, then the 121 extension. So before here you can see the MC extension is just a truncated wave 5. We are really in a downtrend here, so I'm not expecting this. We can get rid of that thing and look first for the 121 extension. There will be an SFP or a failed auction of the previous low, next the 1618, next the 2618. Okay. But again, to determine what are the wave 5 targets, you'll have to make the wave 4 top. If you do the wave 4 top, for example, on the 23.6, you can see it changed really the target. So we need the wave 4 top to determine this. Just I want to show you how to find out. And once we have completed these 5 waves, we can look, of course, for this wave 4 here. For the bigger wave 3, green wave 3 here to be in. Then we can look for another wave 4, then for another wave 5. And after we have completed these 5 waves, well, again, don't forget we're into a Y wave here, so we should do a larger ABC zigzag. Okay, so this will form a bigger A wave, then we can look for a B wave, small one or bigger one. It depends of what happens basically in the time, or the data, or the big resistance, small resistance, all of that. It depends where is everything, but we need all these past data before to determine this, and then we can look for the C wave. Okay, so yeah, that is it honestly for today. Nothing more to be added, I think. Yeah, so these are basically right now, so we can really get the levels. These are the levels I'm looking for next. Boom. these are the fibs and targets I'm looking for next. Okay, so 2618, 3618, 423.6 for the white wave 3 bottom to be in. Okay, and of course we have the 200% to be aware of, but very unlikely unless we start reclaiming the current range high. Okay, yeah, that is it for today's update. So hope you enjoyed. If you enjoy, as always, please smash a like, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, write some comments down below. Not gonna lie, it really helps a lot. So please, if you have some time, if you enjoy the content, if you're making money with this, please take the time to write a comment, smash your likes. And I think you can also boost the video. I don't know if you can do this on the video here, but I heard about you can boost some videos now. So if you can, well, do it. I appreciate it. Thank you if you do it. And yeah, wishing you all a nice weekend ahead. Take care of you all, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers.